The F-150 has been the best-selling pickup in America for the last 41 years. Wow. It certainly is a truck, for better and for worse. This really has been a mixed bag for me, and almost all of my gripes and complaints would apply to any newer full-size pickup. So please don't hold most of these against Ford in particular. One of the first things I noticed after buying this truck is how far trucks have come. I'm used to trucks feeling slow and handling like boats, but this could not be further from the truth with this XLT. The 3.5 EcoBoost gives you a 0 to 60 in a mere 7 seconds, making this feel much more like my Camaro than any other truck I've ever owned. Not only do you have plenty of acceleration, but it also handles great for its size. The transmission feels fairly smooth and seems to stay in a decent gear most of the time. Definitely one of the nicer automatics I've driven. My F-150 happens to have ridiculously large tires and a slight lift, so I really suffer when it comes to fuel economy. With smooth driving, I can stay between 13 and 14 miles per gallon, mixed between highway and city. I really like the live fuel usage on the dash. Hearing the turbos spool up is always fun, and this pickup is no exception. Overall, this truck performs very well and handles very well. My truck is a super cab, meaning I have 2 normal doors and 2 smaller doors that open backwards. With the super cab, I am able to retain a full-size bed with a smaller overall truck length. This is my favorite type of pickup cab, and I have personally owned a few pickups like this. Ford calls this color dark blue pearl metallic, and I think it looks pretty good. By 2011, all F-150s came standard with a 6-speed automatic transmission. I like the vinyl seats because they're very easy to clean. I'm often outside doing stuff, so it's not uncommon for my truck seats to become covered in dirt and sweat, so I really value the utilitarianism of the gray vinyl. I have a bench in the front and a bench in the back, with a fold-down center console. The center seat in the front would be uncomfortable for a grown man to sit in, but in a pinch it does allow for me and 5 passengers to travel together. The XLT trim package came with a column shifter, but most of the more expensive trims got a console shifter from the factory. My truck also came with a nice tint and ridiculous large tires when I bought it. I would like to change the tires in the future for something that would look a little bit better and give me better fuel economy. Like I said in the intro, trucks have changed in a major way over the last 20 to 30 years, for better and for worse. Today's trucks feel more like a status symbol or a luxury car than a tool. My first truck was a 2000 model year Ranger XLT. In contrast, it had hand-roll windows, a simple CD player, and it cost me only $3,000. I never had trouble parking, and I got almost 20 miles per gallon. My second truck was an '89 Mazda B-Series pickup, and you can watch that review on my channel. It had hand-roll windows and didn't even have a tachometer. That truck cost me $3,000 and never left me stranded. Both of these trucks had pure utility in mind, whereas this 2011 often prioritizes luxury at the cost of utility. I enjoy having 4 electric windows, don't get me wrong. I just don't think it's necessary. I enjoy a 7-second 0 to 60, but I really don't need it. This truck is full of blind spots. It feels like driving a tank. Parking is a huge hassle, and driving around town is a huge pain. These are not problems with Ford in particular. Had I bought an '08 Silverado, all of these issues would still be present. Perhaps as I get used to the truck, these problems will fade, but as of now, I find this truck to be very unfun as a daily driver. Every day, I feel like I experience a new problem stemming from a solution I didn't need. I don't need traction control, or Apple CarPlay, or 400 horsepower. All of this having been said, this is still the most work truck version of this truck you could buy in 2011. The Lariat has a short bed and sits only 4 passengers plus a driver. I think the average truck buyer has simply changed in the last 3 decades. Most of my friends who buy and drive domestic pickups don't drive them to a work site. They transport their kids to school, or their friends to a concert, or girls back from the bar on a Friday night. This isn't for hunting or fishing or working on your property. This is for showing off. This has become the Lincoln or the Cadillac luxury sedan of my generation. and I'm simply asking it to do stuff it was not meant to do. Overall, this is a good truck. Plenty of power, and I get a lot of compliments. I like the color, and despite its shortcomings, it still offers me a 6.5-foot bed for hauling. If you are looking for a fairly affordable truck for mixed work and social activities, then this is a good option. But if you want something for working around your property, just get an old Ranger, save yourself the money and the headache. All right, thanks for watching. Like if you liked it. If you didn't, then don't. Leave a comment down in the comments. That helps the algorithm, allegedly. We have a lot more reviews coming in the future, a lot more guns, a lot more cars. So just stay tuned, and thanks for watching.